Robinson here again. What do you think about the severe threat overnight?
Well, it's certainly not zero yet, and I don't want to send that message out to anyone that's watching from at home, but I certainly like the trend of things this evening. There was a critical window starting about 9 or 10 through about 2 a.m. in which we were concerned about discrete storms, which could bring the greatest tornado potential. Overall, I think that tornado threat is considerably lower. Even with the watch that we have in effect out there, that's to kind of remind you to have the heads up overnight that you need to have a way to get those warnings again, either flipping on the TV, catching us here, or of course downloading the WLWT weather app. Now, this tornado watch goes out in effect until 6 a.m. in the morning. So again, the threat is not gone, but I think we can definitely say the needle is trending in a positive or better looking direction for us. So there's the watch that we have. And if you were watching at 5 and 6, I spoke a lot about this cap or kind of lid on our atmosphere and how that would play a huge role in some of the uncertainty in the forecast moving forward, because notice as storms have tried to go up, they've really struggled to punch through that cap in our atmosphere. Remember, that cap tends to kind of suppress and really inhibit aggressive thunderstorm activity. And just how widespread is that cap? I mean, well, this red box is a tornado watch. And if you look all the way west into Illinois, storms have really struggled all evening and night to fire for most of the area. So that's a positive trend. Does it mean we're out of the woods? No, but it's certainly something you want to see. So we're in the low 60s now, going to stay pretty warm tonight. Strong winds, the threat for tornadoes remain. Maybe we're out of the woods for significant tornadoes at least, or at least that threat is much lower. So here we are, midnight, it's still quiet out there. I do think 2, 3 a.m. we'll need to watch for a broken line of storms to come rolling through. Within that line of storms, sure, there could be a brief spin up. This is more of what we would expect for this time of the year in an early season severe event versus discrete supercells with long track, potentially significant tornadoes. So I think that is really beginning to come off the table. Not zero, but certainly liking the way it's going. We'll keep the threat for storms and rain through the morning commute. I still think the commute's a little rough with some nasty weather. But then after 7, the severe threat is over. Even though you see this is just a cold rain as temperatures drop pretty fast tomorrow morning. So damaging winds, the greatest concern. Given the trend, I have lowered the overall tornado threat, and certainly the threat for a strong tornado considerably lower now. So here we are outside, pretty quiet but warm, 62 for a February night. It's still pretty breezy out there, and with that south wind, temperatures will stay up through the night. So breezy and mild, we're at 56 by tomorrow morning. And then for tomorrow, 63, that will be our high, coming up here in the next 40 minutes at around midnight. It stays windy tomorrow. In fact, winds will gust 20 to 30, could have gusts close to 40 as cold air comes in, and temperatures will drop their way through the 40s and into the 30s by tomorrow evening. So the rain chance early in the day, and then, well, we'll clear out late and it turns windy and cold into the afternoon. Here's your 7-day forecast. We drop down to 19 tomorrow night. Only 44 on Thursday, some showers in here Friday, and then temperatures begin to rebound again as we head into the weekend. I want to emphasize again, Mike and Cherie, while the threat for severe weather is certainly not off the table just yet, you have to acknowledge the trend here tonight, and that was why I mentioned earlier the uncertainty in the forecast in regards to any severe threat or the severity of storms. So we'll be here, though, to stick around through the rest of the night to keep you up to date and watch that radar for you as you start to go off to bed a little bit and just kind of sleep a little lighter.
Kevin, thank you.